Bet, perfect. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks for reminding me. All right. But I want you guys to realize that there are so many digital coins. There are so many things that you can tap into, and I want to show you guys really, how to make those decisions and what you should know, and kind of where you should start. All right. Now, number one thing I'll say before I really jump into the in depth, right, the in depth information, is you should not be purchasing or buying cryptocurrency on Robinhood. That is the first thing that I will say. All right. So if you've bought crypto on Robinhood, it's okay. You didn't make any mistakes. But when we talk about ownership, right, I want you guys to think about it like this. I want you to think about these digital currencies, even though they are digital, right, and you may not be able to physically hold them or whatever the case may be, they are still assets that you should have full control and ownership over, right? And there are also, assets that you can move around and send, right? So the thing about Robinhood is that when you actually purchase any type of cryptocurrency on Robinhood, here's the thing. Just like on PayPal, you can actually send your cryptocurrency anywhere, right? And once you see that, okay, I can only buy and sell, that's not good, right? Same thing on PayPal. You can buy Bitcoin on PayPal, yes, but can you send it? Right? Because if you can't send it, then that means you can't physically own it, right? You can't physically own it. So keep that in mind because you don't want to deal with that. You want to be able to actually hold on to your physical assets and be able to move them around, right? Keep that in mind. Now, let's start with CoinMarketCap, right? If you guys are ever looking for, how to track different cryptocurrencies, how to see how they're performing, right, within the last day or whatever the case may be, percentage-wise, or to see, what currencies are out there, CoinMarketCap is one of the websites that you can use. Think of this as like the Facebook of cryptocurrency. All right. You should think of that as that. Right. Now, write that down, coinmarketcap.com. And where I want to start for you guys, especially for my beginners, is where you should be buying digital currencies and the difference between the different exchanges and things like that. Right. The first one that I'll show you guys is probably something that you all already know about, which is Coinbase, right? Coinbase and crypto.com. All right? Coinbase and crypto.com. So the thing about crypto.com is that you actually can't use this in a few different states. I think one of the main ones is New York. You can't use crypto.com in New York. So let me just make sure that's just sharing. All right, you can't use crypto.com in New York and a few other things. I'm going to get into CoinGecko in a second. So let me just turn this off for now. All right, cool. Perfect. So Coinbase, for those that don't know, Coinbase is an exchange. Now here's the thing. Exchanges are good for you to be able to purchase cryptocurrencies, right? Like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, and so forth and so forth. But the thing is, you don't want to leave your money on exchanges. The reason being, right? The reason being is that, let's say for instance, if Coinbase quote unquote goes under maintenance all of a sudden, right? Now you can't buy or sell. So now whatever happens in that time period of them being under maintenance, you have no control over. So if you're up 100 grand on Bitcoin and all of a sudden they go into maintenance and the price of Bitcoin drops, by the end of the period of them doing maintenance, you're not, if you lost $10,000 because of that, it's out of their control, right? They were quote unquote under maintenance. So you want to be able to purchase in the exchange and then you can move it out. I'll explain where you can move it to towards the end of this call, and I'll explain the difference. And then you have different exchanges like crypto.com and so forth that serve the same purpose. So download these apps, coinbase.com, crypto.com, right? Those are two of the biggest exchanges. And you have kraken.com as well, right? Which is kraken.com right here, which is another place that you can actually purchase cryptocurrencies, right? Different ones. You have uphold.com as well, which is huge, right? Which is huge. Uphold.com. You can purchase digital currencies on here as well. Now, for the smaller currencies, right? For the smaller currencies that you probably hear people talking about all the time now, right? The Shibas, the Safemoons, so forth and so forth. You can't buy those on these main exchanges, right? You cannot buy those on these main exchanges. So how this works is a little bit different. You're going to need either one of these two things, right? You're going to need either Ethereum or BNB coin to do a lot of these things. And now let me just kind of explain real quick. Let me just turn the chat off real quick, because let me do me, y'all. I got y'all. There's a lot of stuff going on in the chat. I'm gonna get to it all. We got time. All right. I'm gonna go over all of that stuff for y'all. I got y'all. All right. But Ethereum and BNB coin. All right. Binance, yes, good exchange. Coinbase Pro, yes, good exchange. There's a lot of states and places that you can't use those apps though. So I went over the ones that you can in most places. All right. Now, guys, the thing is, number one, when it comes to investing into these different currencies, you need to, number one, do research and believe in what it is that you're investing into, right? If it's just a hype coin and you want to invest into it based off of the hype, that's fine too, but you have to understand that before getting involved in it, right? Because if not, 9 times out of 10, you'll end up one of the people that are being burnt by the market. And when I say burnt by the market, I mean the people that went and bought Dogecoin at the all-time high, right? The people that bought it at 70 cents and now it's sitting at 46 cents, right? If you're going to buy into the hype, understand the hype, right? Understand you want to get in at a lower price and catch the hype up. You don't want to catch the end of the hype, right? Because then you end up getting burnt by the market. So that's one of the biggest things that you guys have to understand about cryptocurrency. It's such a volatile market that you need to really truly understand what it is that you're getting into, whether it's a hype coin, whether it's a project that you truly believe in, right? Like Superbid. For my people that know what Superbid is, I'm going to go over that at the end, right? Do you truly believe in what that project is? For those that are new on this call, cryptocurrency is not just, random coins that everybody's just having a great time investing into. Yes, there are some coins that are quick, you could make money fast, whatever the case may be, but a majority of coins are actual technologies that are going to be huge in the world within the next 3 to 5 years. You guys are getting an opportunity to invest in those now when they're still at an affordable price, right? When you think about Ethereum, I started investing into Ethereum in July of 2020 when it was around 257 bucks. Now it's sitting at over 4,000, right? Bitcoin a year ago was around $3,900. Now it's sitting at 57,000, right? So understanding what it is that you're investing into is going to play a huge role in the success that you see with that investment, right? So do your research, believe in what you're investing into, and number one, don't buy at all-time highs. I see a lot of people, especially contact me on Instagram and say, what do you think about this coin? What do you think about that coin? Well, 9 times out of 10, when they're asking that, that's because the hype has already came, right? Now, if they invest, usually it's at an all-time high and they're catching the wave down, they're going to lose money, right? So keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about these exchanges and then let's talk about wallets, okay? For my people that are newer, like I mentioned, you can buy cryptocurrencies on the exchanges, right? You can buy digital currencies on the exchanges, but now where do you want to hold, right? Where do you want to hold your entire portfolio, right? A lot of people keep their stuff on Coinbase and things like that. I don't recommend that. I recommend really, let me show you guys what this looks like real quick, right? I recommend really looking into getting cold storage, right? Such as a ledger. I spoke about this earlier with a few individuals. This is something that'll allow you to actually own and control all of your cryptocurrency, right? The difference between a wallet and an exchange is that an exchange is for you to purchase and send off. A wallet is for you to be able to hold it like your bank account, right? So one that you can use on your computer and your phone is something called Exodus, right? Exodus is a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency wallet. It's over 100 different digital assets, Dogecoin, all of that. You can hold it, and you can actually turn your computer or phone into a storage, right? Now, what the cool thing about this is that there are also certain currencies that'll pay you interest. So the same way when you keep money in your bank account and you can gain interest off the money that you have in your bank account, there are some, as you can see, right? There are some different cryptocurrencies that pay out APY rewards, right? 5%, 8%, 10%, 12%, so forth and so forth. So to actually pay you for keeping your money inside of this wallet, okay? Now, here's the main difference, okay? Here's the main difference. The Ledger, right? This device here, the Ledger, the Exodus wallet, and there's a lot of different ones. There's the Trezor. There's a lot of different, storages you can use. You actually have full control over it, right? So what I mean by that is it's not something that you can just, you can log into it, yes, but it's protected by a seed phrase, right? A seed phrase, SEED phrase. So what this means is this is complete cold storage. So now, let's say for instance, right, you were to lose or your computer was to break, right? you can go buy a new computer, download this software, right? Download this app, or you could lose this device right here, the ledger. You could lose it completely, buy a new one, and you can actually gain all your money back with your seed phrase. Your seed phrase is a random 12-word combination that'll come with your ledger in the mail, right? When you set it up, or it'll come with your Exodus when you set up your account, right? So it'll be 12 random words. They tell you, they instruct you to write those words down, put them in a safe, write it multiple times, put it in your wallet, put it wherever you need it, because God forbid you ever lose that, right? You lose your cryptocurrency, right? There's a story going around right now of somebody who, I believe, lost $260 million worth of Bitcoin because he forgot his 12-word phrase, right? You don't want to be that person. But here's another thing. If you have your money on Coinbase and Coinbase mysteriously was to shut down or whatever the case is, they're not liable to pay you any money that you had in there. So you want to be able to take your investments, move them into cold storage so that you always have full, right, power over your own money. You pretty much become your own bank in a sense, right? So that's the difference between an exchange and a wallet. So whenever somebody says, did you move it to your wallet, or, what's your wallet address, right? You can move money around from wallet to wallet as well. Just like Cash App or Zelle, whatever the case is, how you have, what's your Zelle, what's your Cash App? You have a cash tag. It's the same concept with cryptocurrency, right? What's your wallet address? So if I wanted to send you Ethereum, or I needed you to pay me for something in Ethereum, we would ask each other, we would exchange wallet addresses, right? So you can send me from your wallet to my wallet, okay? Now, let's talk about these smaller coins, right? You talk about your Shibas, you talk about your Safemoons, all of these different small coins that come out. You have to understand that you can't buy these on major exchanges. The three places that you can, right? The three places that you can are, write these down, Uniswap, and I'll show you what this looks like. Yeah, Uniswap, and this is not an app that you can get on the App Store and nothing like that. It'll look just like this, right? Uniswap.org. Okay, write this down, uniswap.org. Okay, now to use this, you will go ahead and you will click on the top right corner. Okay, the top right corner where it says use Uniswap, and it'll bring you to this page where you can actually exchange currencies, right? Now, as you can see, you can only exchange specific currencies, right? You can't use Bitcoin and nothing on here. You can use wrap Bitcoin, but 9 times out of 10, we're going to use Ethereum. Okay, we're going to use Ethereum. Now, this is how you get, this is how you get Safemoon. This is how you get, Shiba coin. This is how you get all of these little coins. You do it through Uniswap. You do it through these other exchanges that are based off of Ethereum. Okay. Now, what you would do is, let me see if I can log out of this real quick. It's probably not gonna let me log out. All right, cool. What you would do is up top, on the top right, for you, it should say connect wallet. Okay, let me try and just do this so y'all can see it, because I want y'all to be able to really follow along with me. Okay, cool. So it'll look just like this. All right, it'll say connect to a wallet at the top right, and when you click on it, it'll tell you how you can connect. Now, if you click on, for example, wallet connect, it'll show up a QR code. If you do it on your phone, it'll show all of the different apps, the MetaMask, the Coinbase, all of these different ones, right? And what you could do is you can actually connect it. Now, what I use personally is I use MetaMask, right? This is something that you can download on the App Store. You can also download it straight to your Google Chrome as an extension, as you can see up here on the top right, a little fox, and you can just do things straight off of your computer, right? Now, if you do it from your phone, that's cool too. But the purpose behind it is once you connect, right, the MetaMask or any wallet, Coinbase wallet, whatever it is, once you connect that to Uniswap, whatever amount of money you have in your Coinbase or you have in your MetaMask, whatever the case may be, will show up here, right? Will show up here, and now you can make the exchange for whatever token you want. Now, here's the thing, right? As you can see here, I bought some Shiba, right? But all these other currencies are here, but there's not every single one, right? There's no Safemoon here. There's no, whatever. Now, here's how you go about finding that. Write this down. There's something called a token address. Every single cryptocurrency has a token address, okay? Now, you can go ahead and just Google it, right? Or, a token address or a contract address, okay? What you can do is, you can go to Google. you can search up, for example, if I search up Safemoon, right? You guys can see here, if I search up Safemoon token address, you see the first one that comes up is that. It should come up either as BSC scan or Etherscan, right? So you see here, there's a website called bscscan.com. Write that down. All right, you guys are taking notes. bscscan.com, and the other website is etherscan.io. Okay, so what you can do is you can click on it, right? And now what it will tell you is it'll tell you, number one, you know, the total supply, how many tokens are available, right? Or how many tokens are in the market. It'll tell you the price, the percentage change, and the market cap, right? So currently $9.1 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Now it also tells you here how many people, how many addresses actually hold Safemoon. So right now, 1.8 million people actually own Safemoon, right? Some portion of Safemoon. Okay. It tells you that here. Right? And this is a good thing that you should be looking at, because if you're investing into this, if I'm invested down here, right, which some of you guys were, I know some of you guys were in Safemoon in the end of April, even before April. If you're seeing this growth here, the more holders, that means the more money is being flown into this market, which means the market cap is going up, which is good for people that invested early on, right? So the holders is a good thing to check out, okay? Now, over here, you see over here where it says contract address, right? This is basically something I can copy. And now what I can do is I can go to Uniswap and I can copy it in here. And I don't think it's on Uniswap. I believe it's on PancakeSwap. So let me go to PancakeSwap real quick. All right. You can do the same thing on here. PancakeSwap is another one, right? So boom. Once I put that token address in, you guys see it says Safemoon, right? It says Safemoon. So now, boom, I can purchase Safemoon. Now, like I mentioned before, the two coins that you're mostly going to be using are Ethereum and BNB coin. BNB coin is Binance coin. So I'll show you this real quick. Right? Binance is where you get Binance coin. Binance is pretty much another version of Coinbase. Okay? Same concept. It's an exchange. And as you can see here, BNB coin. Okay? Labeled as BNB. This is what you need to be able to purchase those smaller coins. So what you do is when you purchase them, you'll be able to send over, right, your funds. Same thing here. You can connect to your wallet on PancakeSwap, right? It's very simple. Once you download MetaMask, once you download, you have here Trust Wallet, right? Write that down. Trust Wallet, MetaMask, all these different wallets, right? You'll be able to send your BNB coin to these wallets, and then you can connect them to the exchanges. That's it. Right? So on the exchange, you would basically log in with your wallet, as you see here, right? MetaMask, Trust Wallet, right? Or you can go to Wallet Connect and scan it from your Coinbase, whatever the case may be. And then you can make the exchange here from BNB to Safemoon, and then it'll be in your wallet, okay? Same exact thing with Uniswap. So let's say we wanted to get Shiba, right? The thing about Uniswap that's cool is that if you search it, it'll come up, and you can go ahead and add it. Okay, now let's say it didn't come up. Let me search another one for y'all. Right? Cool. So if I put this here, right? If I put this here, you see all of the ones that come up that you can add, okay? That you can add. So I can click import again, and then I can switch my Ethereum out for a specific currency. Very simple. Right? Very simple. Now, the cool thing about these different exchanges is that you don't have to actually go ahead and, you know, like Coinbase, put your social security, put your ID, verify your identity, all of that. All you need to do is connect it, and you can use Ethereum to swap out for different currencies. And when you want to cash out, it's the same exact concept. You would literally go here, and you would literally go ahead and just switch it. Let's say I made $1 million off of this Akita, right? And I wanted to cash out. I would literally just switch it back out to Ethereum, and boom. And then I can go ahead back to an exchange like Coinbase or Crypto.com, and I can sell my Ethereum and cash out my profits. Make sense? So the three exchanges that you can use, that most people use, are SushiSwap, right? Now they all for different things, right? There's certain things that you can do on PancakeSwap that you can't do on Uniswap. There's certain things you can do on Uniswap you can't do on SushiSwap, so forth and so forth, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right. So again, Uniswap looks like this. Sushi Swap looks like this. And Pancake Swap looks like this. Okay. Now, what I want to really break down to y'all as well is understanding the logic of why you should invest into certain cryptocurrencies, right? So I'm going to give you guys 3 specific coins that I personally love right now, and I'll give you a bonus one on top of that. The reason why I love Uniswap, BNB, Sushi Swap, right? All of these different ones I just showed you, the exchanges, is because of that reason right there, right? So about 2 weeks ago, I actually had to purchase Binance Coin to buy a smaller cryptocurrency, right? Currently, right now, it's at about $627 per coin. A few weeks ago, it was around $200 per coin. I want you to think about it like this, right? And look at the percentage growth in a year. Look at the percentage growth in a year. If I look at the last 30 days, or even the last 90 days, right? You see the growth from the beginning of February being $128 to now being, almost $700. I want you to think about it like this. If everybody wants cars, what's the smarter investment? Should I open up a car dealership or should I open up a gas station? Drop it in the chat for me. If everybody wants cars, should I open up a car dealership or should I open up a gas station? Drop it inside the chat for me, right? So I want y'all to think about it like that. The gas station will make me more money because of the fact that every car needs gas, but not every person needs a car, right? So every car needs gas, but not every person needs a car. So keep that in mind. I'm looking at the investments like this. If I see all of the people on social media talking about Safemoon, this, that, this, whatever, all these little coins, and I just explained to you guys that the only way for them to get it is with Ethereum or BNB coin. What's the smarter investment? For me to invest into the little coins that everybody's trying to get into, or for me to invest in the coin that they need to get those little coins, right? So this is why I look at BNB coin, right, as a huge investment. Ethereum as a huge investment, right? But also the exchanges. So if you guys don't know this, you can actually invest into the exchanges themselves. So we look at, again, Uniswap, as you see right here, is only $36 per coin. But here's the fire part, right? The market cap is only $18 billion currently. When I look at Ethereum being $460 billion, what do you think is going to happen when Ethereum doubles? Uniswap is going to double, right? Uniswap is going to go up in value because now there's more people using Ethereum. There's probably more people buying little smaller coins, which means more people are using Uniswap, as you can see here, which is the 12th ranked cryptocurrency currently, right, at $36. If you scroll down a little bit more, you have Pancake Swap right here at $36 as well, with $5 billion market cap. So not only am I going to invest into the currencies that people need to be able to get small coins, I'm going to invest into the actual exchanges that people need to use to be able to get those small coins, right? So write these down. Pancake Swap, okay? Now this website that I'm on is called CoinGecko, okay? CoinGecko, okay? CoinGecko. Now the cool thing about this is any currency that you see here, you can click on it and it'll give you a brief breakdown of, number one, the numbers behind it, obviously, but where you can buy it, okay? Where you can buy it. So if you scroll down, it'll tell you here where you can buy it, right? Where you can purchase these coins. You can get it on Binance. You can get it on Crypto.com. You can get it on DigiFinex. You can get it on VCC. You can get it on a lot of different websites, for a specific coin, right? Some other things you can see on here is the percentage, the performance, right? Super important. You want to see how your stuff is performing. The thing is this, right? I don't want to invest into something that is performing so great that I'm getting in at the all-time high, right? Because a lot of people, they see something doing great and then they jump in and then they catch the whole wave down, right? So you don't want to be stuck in that. So studying what you're getting involved with is going to be huge. Now, another thing is this. You can also get the contract tokens, the contract address here, right? Like I mentioned before, you can get the contract address instead of searching it on Google or BSC scan. You can just get it here and copy it. You guys see it, right? It says it right there, and you can click copy, and then you can go ahead and exchange, swap. Okay. Now another one, like I mentioned, is Sushi Swap. I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna search it. Let me search it. My bad. All right, Sushi Swap. Let's look at it. Okay, same thing. A little bit less in market cap, only $879 million in trading volume. Okay, so what's important about this is that this hasn't even touched $1 billion yet, and so many different coins can be actually exchanged on there, right? Such as Chainlink, Aave, so forth and so forth. Okay, so Sushi Swap, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of currencies that run on that network, right? Or in that exchange, a lot of currencies that you can get in there. And it's only $13.57 currently, right? So still a lot of growth, still a lot of opportunity in that. And again, it'll tell you here where you can actually go ahead and purchase in here, okay? Now, I'm gonna give you guys a few more that I personally am looking into. Number one, obviously Ethereum. I believe Ethereum is going to go ahead and follow some of the tracks of Bitcoin, mainly because I want you to think about Ethereum like this, right? Ethereum is basically the internet, right? And there's a lot of currencies that run off of the Ethereum network, okay? So think of Ethereum as the internet, right? Think of Ethereum as the internet. And the internet has a bunch of what? A bunch of different websites, right? There's a bunch of different tokens that run off of the Ethereum network. So naturally, Ethereum is going to be utilized a lot, right? That network is going to be utilized a lot. So I personally believe that there will be a pullback, right? Nothing goes up forever. Everything that goes up must come down, okay? I want you guys to understand that. Don't get, caught in the hype of, oh, wow, everything is going up right now, because here's the thing. At the end of quarter 2, at the end of quarter 3, and quarter 4 of the year, a lot of currencies are going to experience pullbacks, right? And that's natural in the market. That's natural in the market. So I'm personally going to wait to purchase more Ethereum when it drops back down to maybe the high 2000 level or the low 3000 levels, right? Because that's where some of us see it actually going, right? But right now it's at an all-time high, so I'm not going to buy any more Ethereum at an all-time high, okay? I'm not going to buy any more Ethereum when it's the highest it's ever been, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, Dogecoin, because I saw some people asking me about what I believe about Dogecoin. I think that it can hit $1, but I think that that'll be the max, right? There's a lot of reasons for that, but one of the biggest things that I tell people is this. You have to look at the real world usage. Yes, Elon Musk say he's going to use it to go to space, whatever the case is. That's great. That's cool. But there's not a lot of places, if any, probably other than the Maverick Stadium, that you can actually use that stuff, right? If I talk to some of my friends and I'm like, yo, bro, I'll buy these pair of sneakers off of you, I'll send you Bitcoin, they're much more likely to accept that than they are to accept the Dogecoin, right? That's just the realist, that's just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is this. I love Dogecoin because of what it did for cryptocurrency. It got everybody involved in it. It got everybody woken up to what this stuff is and how much money there is still yet to even enter the cryptocurrency market. I want you guys to understand that. When we look at the market cap of cryptocurrency in general, you're looking at $2.4 trillion right now. The market cap of gold itself is, if I'm not mistaken, around $11 trillion. So there's a lot more growth for the cryptocurrency market. And you guys being on this call, I want you to understand that you're still in the early adapter stage of cryptocurrency. A majority of people in the world don't even know what Bitcoin is. A lot of people in the world don't even know what cryptocurrency is. So it's still the early wave of this stuff. And now you're starting to see companies and hedge funds and big organizations starting to accept this stuff or talk about it, whatever the case is. And that's what I love about Dogecoin. It opened up the door for people to see the opportunity in cryptocurrency. But personally, I don't see it going any higher than $1 if it does get to $1. And if it does get to that point, I believe it'll really just become a stable coin where it stays stuck at that. If you don't know what stable coin is, it's basically a currency that stays around the same area, right? It's a stable currency price. Okay, I'll give you guys a few more that I personally believe in. Chainlink is something that I invested into when it was around $12. That was huge. It's now at $47. Stellar Lumens, as which you'll see as XLM, right? It'll be as XLM. You can purchase that on Coinbase as well. So you can do the same exact thing with Chainlink. VeChain is another one. It's labeled as VET. Just write these down. And you can do your own research, whatever the case is. And I'm going to show you guys something that I used that's huge. We continue to scroll down. There's so many different ones that I personally love. Safemoon is great. I think Safemoon is going to keep going up, mainly just because, I mean, they just put up a huge advertisement in 42nd Street in Times Square. So I think that that's going to push a lot of momentum into that because the market cap is $5 billion, which is crazy to me. I think it's going to continue to push up. And another thing is when you look at currencies like Aave, right? These are currencies that basically are going to help you earn income on your income. So here's the thing. The thing that's cool about cryptocurrency is the fact that a lot of you guys are going to be able to keep your money inside of these investments, right? And actually earn interest on your money, right? The same way you earn interest when you're in the bank and, you know, you have money in your savings account, whatever the case may be, you can earn interest on cryptocurrency, right? The same way, but we're not talking about 0.0001%. We're talking about, 8%, 12%, right? We talk about Superbid, right? Superbid crypto is another one that I'll give you guys. Superbid is a social auction app, okay? I'm gonna answer some of y'all questions. Y'all can drop y'all questions in the chat now, but I'll go over them. But Superbid is gonna be huge, okay? Superbid is actually an auction app, and if you guys sign up, put your email in for the email list to get early access to the app, you have a chance of winning $10,000 worth. Each coin right now is worth around $6.40. Now, Superbid is an auction app, okay? It's NFT based, and you can it's $5.84 right now. So it went down. So it's a good time to buy. We see this coin going to $25 to $50, and the app hasn't launched yet. So you guys are still gonna be early. But the cool thing is, again, you can buy it on Uniswap, and you can also earn up to 160% by staking. Okay, as you can see, I got 180 free coins just for not taking my money out, and those are equivalents right now to an extra $1,000. So I have about $20,000 in this, and to earn $1,000 on $20,000 is not bad at all, right? You put $20,000 in your bank account, you're not gonna earn $1,000 in a matter of, a few days, right? So keep that in mind. Now, staking is the process of literally leaving your crypto pretty much untouched for a certain amount of time, right? When you talk about the amount of money inside of a specific cryptocurrency, it benefits the currency for you to not be pulling money out all the time, right? If you leave it in, they're basically going to reward you for leaving your money in there by giving you more coins because you're pretty much adding to the liquidity of the market, right? So keep that in mind. Now, the thing is, I can't touch this for about 3 months, but I'm not planning to anyway, right? The $20,000 that's in there, I plan on leaving it in there for the next 90 days. It's money that I cannot touch because I want to make sure, right? And I'm going to get to the questions in just a second, all right? But I want to make sure that I allow these free coins to stack up because here's the thing. If I get 200 free coins and they all go to $60 a piece, $70 a piece, right? That's money that I earned from literally not touching my money, right? That's money that I earned from not touching my own money, okay? So that's huge, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to go over some of these questions because I see a few in here. A lot of people asking about specific currencies and things like that. I'll start a little up top. All right, somebody asked what I believe about, I think, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano. We got another few people asking about Cardano. All right, cool. So personally, I don't own any Cardano. I personally don't think there's a lot of opportunity in it right now. That's my personal belief. But what I would look at is, again, what are they doing on the back end of the project? What exactly is, what is it projected to do as far as the usage of it, right? Ethereum Classic, I own a little bit of it. Again, that's something that I don't see much growth in. I maybe see it going to $200, $300, but I see Ethereum being the main one, right? Ethereum Classic is not really used as much um, in that sense. Let me go through some of these questions. There's so many questions in here, so I want to make sure that I get over the good ones. Somebody asked about Shiba. I believe no, it's not too late. It hasn't reached. Actually, let me just check the chart real quick. Actually, I was actually looking at this earlier. Let me open this up for y'all so y'all can see it, and we'll look at it together. Let's look at this chart. I'll share my screen. I think it just pulled back, if I'm not mistaken. Let's share this. Let's open this up. Okay, cool. So this just got listed on Binance, so it's not a lot of history on it. It's currently, I entered at the bottom green line. Caught this move up. If I was you guys, I personally would wait for it to probably come back down into this zone here, right? Which is not too far off. So if you just wait a little bit, you'll probably be able to catch a good entry and scoop some up. It's very, very cheap right now. As you can see, it's worth less than a tenth of a penny. So you can go scoop some up, put a few bucks in there, a few $100 in there, whatever the case is. It's labeled as SHIB USD. And I told you guys you can go get that on Uniswap, which would be huge for you guys. Most importantly, what I think is a better investment, like I said, long term, Superbit is going to be huge. I'm telling you guys now. The reason why is because they're going to be partnering with different people, athletes, celebrities, whatever the case may be. And like I mentioned before, let me just kind of show y'all Superbit real quick. I got thrown off track. I know a lot of people asking a lot of different questions. Let me just really explain to y'all why this is going to be huge real quick. So Superbid, like I said, it is a social auction app. So if you think, for example, you see people doing baseball cards now. You see people selling signed memorabilia, whatever the case may be. This is going to be an app where people are able to buy items, NFTs, things like that from different celebrities, right? They've already partnered up with a lot of different people. Jay Alvarez, a few other models. Some athletes are now getting on board, and you can basically bid on these things with Superbid tokens, right? And again, to be able to bid, you're going to need to exchange your Ethereum for, your Ethereum for Superbid tokens, right? Or BNB coin. I forget which one it is exactly. It's been a while since I've done it. But Superbid is going to be huge. It's going to be like the eBay of NFTs with athletes, celebrities, and things like that. So it's going to be huge, okay? It's Ethereum, okay? What's a good amount to invest in general? Everybody's different. The biggest thing I tell people about investing is don't invest what you cannot afford to lose, okay? Do not invest what you cannot afford to lose, all right? And when you're investing into crypto, I know you guys see a lot of people on social media coming up fast off of different things. That's cool and all, but the long run, the long-term game is always going to pay out better, right? The long-term game is always going to pay out better, okay? Now, somebody just asked in the chat, I invested into Bitcoin on Robinhood when it was 32,000. Is there any way I can transfer my investment to something safer like Exodus without losing my position? That's the part about Robinhood that I don't like, right? No, there's no way. You don't actually own any Bitcoin, bro. So what you have to do is you would sell, right? That $32,000, however much money you have in there, right? However much money you have in there now becomes taxable income, have to pay taxes on it, as opposed to just being able to move your crypto from one wallet to another. So you actually can't get any Bitcoin. You're only going to get cash, right? You're only going to get US dollars back when you sell. And then from there, you can purchase, Bitcoin again or whatever the case may be. But you will lose that position, unfortunately, bro. So that's how that works. Now, when we speak about the Exodus wallet and stuff like that, I've seen somebody ask a question about that and the fees on Ethereum and things like that. The fees are usually high when the network is very busy, right? So I want you to think about it like this. The way that these blocks, so to say, right? Have you ever heard of the blockchain, right? Blockchain technology. The way that it works is simple. You got to think about it like the post office, right? When they get one piece of mail, they don't just send out the truck with that one piece of mail in it, right? They wait until the truck is full before they send it out. So the blockchain works the same exact way. There's a certain amount of transactions that need to be loaded up onto a block before that block is sent out into the world to get sent out to whatever addresses that they were supposed to be sent out to. All right. So Ethereum is a lot faster, but it's a little bit more expensive to use. Right. So you'll see here, if I can show you an example, uh, there's something called Ethereum gas fees. Right. And these fees, the cheapest way to move around Ethereum is Coinbase Pro, from what I understand. But these fees sometimes can be very expensive. So when you go and try and buy, Shiba, when you go and try and buy some of these smaller coins, you'll see sometimes the fees will be $200, right? You'll be trying to buy $50 worth, but the fees are worth more than what you're trying to buy, right? What you have to do sometimes, you have to just wait. To be honest, sometimes you have to wait until the fees go down, because a lot of those fees, be honestly, they be head crack, right? They cost more than what you're actually trying to purchase. So it's usually not worth it. But that's usually when there's a lot of traffic on the network, especially when it comes to Ethereum. Okay. Now, when you're on Uniswap, a lot of times it'll find the fees on Uniswap are not as bad, but MetaMask, the app that I told you guys about, it actually compares the fees from a bunch of different places, and it aims to give you the best fees on the market at the current moment. Okay. So when there's a lot of people trying to transfer and exchange money on the Ethereum network, the fees are a lot higher. When there's less, there's a cheaper fee. Okay. Now I want to show you guys Swipecoin real quick. Okay, because some of you guys that are already plugged in, we sent out these coins a few months back, right? For example, we sent out, if I can show you guys, I think Ethereum. Let me scroll down and search this real quick. We sent this out so many different times. But we told people here, buy Ethereum here, April 16th at $2,300, right? So even if you bought then, you pretty much almost doubled your investment, right? You almost doubled your investment there. And for those of you that are plugged in, right? If you're plugged into the platform already, guys, on Swipecoin, myswipecoin.im, right? The exchange ideas over here, if you see the exchange ideas, right? This should be your best friend when it comes to investing. Because if I look at, page 3, I believe it was, again, yes, here, right? Ethereum, we sent out this play a long time ago, right? We sent out this play a long time ago, right? Somebody asked about XRP. I don't see XRP going really higher than $5. So yeah, the lawsuit is over, and it has a lot of real world usage. But because of that, I don't see it going much higher than $5 to $10 max. And that's just my personal opinion. All right. But again, we sent out Ethereum here at 1851, right? Price just broke $4,000. This was sent out March 31st, right? March 31st. So if you took this trade, if you got invested at 1851, I mean, not even in less than 2 months, your investment pretty much more than doubled, right? Way more than doubled, right? So make sure that you tuned in with this, because here's the thing. Cobain is looking at not just, Ethereum and things like that, but a lot of the tokens that run on the Ethereum network, right? So you want to be in tune with them when they get sent out, right? You want to be in tune with them when they get sent out, because again, these are not overnight trades. These are trades that are going to take some time to go ahead and set up. All right, I'm gonna show you another one. I think it was Aave, if I'm not mistaken. I just went over Aave with you guys. It's at $444. Okay, it's at $444. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me find it. Right, Cardano, he sent out as well. Right, another one here. This was all the way in September of last year. But if we look at it, it's a Sushi Swap, right? I told you guys about Sushi Swap. Here, we invested into this September 2020 at $1.40. I just showed you guys currently it's at $13, right? To get that type of return in a year is ridiculous, right? To get that type of return in a year is ridiculous. So if you're somebody who's building a business, or you have extra income coming in, or you have a job, whatever the case is, prioritize setting money aside to consistently invest into different coins, right? It's not going to get you rich overnight, but if you, let's say like this, let's say if this was $1 a year ago, And every week I set aside $50 from my paycheck, or 50, whatever you guys do, right? $50 from your side business, your side hustle, whatever the case is. That means every week you could scoop up 50 coins. Now, if each one of those coins are worth, like they are right now, almost $14, that's a 14x return on your investment, right? A 14x return on your investment. So just think about that. All right, keep that in mind. So make sure y'all tuned in with SwipeCoin. It's also an app on the App Store. Y'all gotta be locked in with it because again, when they send out these exchange ideas, do your research. I told you about CoinGecko. Tune into the live sessions. Curtis Cobain. I'll show y'all real quick. My favorite educators, so y'all could be in tune and tune in with them. Because honestly, Cobain has taught me so much different stuff that honestly nobody else, not on YouTube, not anywhere else that I've ever learned. Right? So much stuff that I didn't even know was a thing. Right? So Cobain, he's on 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And the cool thing is Saturday he actually gives out a list of tokens. Not every Saturday, but he gives out tokens. So I'll show you real quick. Right? In the exchange chat, he gives out these lists, right? He tells you exactly where you can purchase them, right? What exchange you see here, he tells you can get them on Kraken, Uniswap, whatever the case may be. He's telling you, right? He's telling you where you could be able to get it. So he goes over it live a lot too, but keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind because a lot of these coins now that were given out 2 months ago, a month ago, right? That are being given out on the live sessions. I mean, they're literally quadrupling and things like that. So, make sure y'all tuned in. Another great educator, especially for investing, is Mike Sotero. All right, Mike is great. Kurt goes over a lot of good stuff when it comes to investing, but we talk about Mike. Mike is the one who sent out, super bid. Mike is the one that sent out a few different investments. So make sure you tuned in with Mike. I'll show you right now when he's on. He's on 3 times a week. He's on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. He's on Tuesday at 10 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. And if you go to his favorite sessions, if y'all are plugged in, if you go to his favorite sessions, everything that he has is titled, right? He goes over yield farming. He goes over DeFi basics, how to use Coinbase and MetaMask, all this different stuff, how to stake linear finance. That's another one that I wanted to tell you guys about. Let me open this up real quick and I'll send this out for y'all to tap in and invest into this coin. Linear finance. Let me send it so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, it's Lina, right? Lina, linear finance. Okay, another coin, and that coin, if I'm not mistaken, right now, is about 8 cents. 8 cents a coin. In the last, let me see. I think the last month, 3 months. In the last 3 months, is up 1,300%. So in 90 days, it's up 1,300%. Okay, and it's still at 8 cents currently. But again, under the recorded sessions, look, you got intro to DeFi assets. You got all of this different stuff here that is going to be able to really go in depth. I can't teach y'all all of this stuff on one call, so make sure that you're utilizing the platform, right? For those of you guys that are plugged in, make sure that you're utilizing the platform to really go ahead and get all of the sauce when it comes to DeFi and things like that, right? He's going over, as you can see here, going over the white papers of certain projects and things like that, right? Look, he's going over linear here. So, he's really getting in depth with everything. But, guys, I wanted to keep it super simple. Friday, I'm going to drop the link, right? I'm going to drop the link on Instagram, in the chats, whatever the case is. We're going to have a more advanced call and really go in depth with a lot of different stuff. Today, I wanted to just really go over the basics of where to kind of get your feet wet and some just tips and tricks for everything. Because, again, I see a lot of people investing into different things and really just doing things blindly. And I'm going to be real, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because of the inexperience, right? And if you guys are plugged in, get educated, right? Learn about this stuff because I'm going to be honest, in the next 10 years, the amount of money in the market is going to be a lot. But the people that are plugged in right now, the people that are really taking full advantage of it now are going to make the most money, right? Think of this as being able to invest into, Facebook, Amazon, a lot of these big companies, Facebook, when they first came out. Right now, Bitcoin has the same amount of users as the internet did in 1997. So think about how much, if 1997. I don't know if I need to repeat that. 1997 is 2021 right now. Bitcoin has the same amount of users that the internet had in 1997. So imagine how much growth is going to come into this space. The more people start to learn about it, the more normal it becomes, the more that we start to adapt to this. Tesla's already using this. You can purchase cars. There's certain airlines that you can purchase flights with Bitcoin. It's going to slowly start rolling into our everyday life. So make sure that you guys are getting educated, right? Like really get educated and really start investing. You don't want to be one of those woulda, shoulda, coulda people that say, oh, if I would have invested this much at this day, I would have made this much. I guess it feels great to be rich in your dreams, right? Be rich in real life. Make money off of what you have in front of you right now, right? You don't want to be somebody talking about, oh, if I'd have bought this 10 years ago, I'd have made this much, right? You didn't do it, so don't talk about what you shoulda, coulda did, right? Just get it done. The coolest thing about right now, last thing I'll say, is that there's so many people, right? So many people now that are waking up to cryptocurrency. It would make the most sense to literally prioritize investing into it, right? Because if I knew that Facebook was going to be what it is now, we all would have invested into it 10 years ago, right? The more people that start to use Facebook, that's how Facebook started to get more valuable. The more people that start to use cryptocurrency, that's what's going to make cryptocurrency become more valuable, right? So when I told you about those holders and seeing how many people hold currencies, the fact that SafeMoon alone has 1.8 million holders, and that's only going to continue to go up, should be a sign for all you guys to really start, again, prioritizing. If you're already day trading, if you have a business, if you have a job, whatever the case is, prioritize a specific amount of your income, and every single week, make sure that you're putting it aside and putting it into buying coins, even if it's $20, right? Don't feel like you have to wait until you have a lot of money to dump a lot of money in, because compound effect, right? XRP used to be 4 or 5 cents, 10 cents. If you put $20 a week into it, when it hit $1.50, almost $2, you would have made so much money off of just you put $20 every week, right? So prioritize this, guys. Cryptocurrency is going to be huge. If you're already trading forex, if you're trading stocks, whatever it is that you do, whatever profits you make sure you're withdrawing and you're taking a percentage and you're putting it away for the long term. You have to think long term game, right? I know a bunch of people who made a few $100,000 off SafeMoon. They didn't take it out, and now when it went down, they got scared. They took their money out, whatever the case is. So put things away for the long term game, not for the quick come up. All right. And crypto is going to do that. In the next 3 to 5 years, there's going to be more crypto millionaires than there've ever been before, because of the fact that people are putting money aside and compounding that income over the next 3 to 5 years, right? When these cryptocurrencies blow up, especially the ones that I just told you about, don't be surprised if you're one of those people in that situation because of that. All right. So Friday, we're going to make sure that we get more in depth, a lot more in depth with all of this stuff. And I can't wait to help you guys with that. I dropped my Instagram inside the chat. It's at Kai Christopher. So if you need anything from me, feel free to message me, DM me. I'm going to always drop sauce. It's going to be the same exact link as the call today, 100chairmans.com. Make sure you're on time. It's going to be the same exact time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And it'll be on this same exact link, right? 100chairmans.com. And we'll start at the same exact time. So if you're new and you just tuned in, you can tune in again on Friday. Feel free. And we'll lock in. The recording will be dropped inside of the Life by Design Alerts chat, probably within the next 24 hours. It's going to take some time to upload, and then we're going to drop the link in there. So I appreciate y'all. For those that tuned in, much love to y'all. God bless. Hope you learned something new, and go ahead and apply what you learned. And I'll see you guys at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's get it. God bless.